thinking about the time. I was constantly thinking about finishing on time and reading the question, just understanding what the question was asking me for a long time. It took me at least having to read the fucking question like 20 times for me to even understand what the fuck I was reading. So that already took up half the time. And there's people that could retain the information. They understood exactly what they read the first time. So this whole time I'm over here reading the same question. Motherfuckers already on like damn near done. I'm only on like answer question 2. And people are like damn near done with the fucking test. So, you know, I all this generated thoughts. I don't know who the fuck is in control. I was in control of the thoughts. That's cool. I was uncontrollable. I had no control of my thoughts or whatnot. But I don't know where the fuck these thoughts came from. Me, of course, just being weak. But like I see people getting up or finishing their test, and now my mind is saying, "Oh shit, you know, I'm fucking done," or, you know, I'm really not focused on the actual test at this point. I'm really not. At this point, I'm just straight a loser. I'm dumb. I don't really understand this stuff. Fuck, you know, I gotta hurry the fuck up. Fuck it, I'll just guess a few more. So I'm like not done completely late, and I'm not the idiot. So let me just guess a few so I could hurry this up a little bit. Fuck the result. Fuck the ramification. Fuck the test. You know, I'm sure I'll guess right. You know, I used to really rely on this. Oh God, please. You know, come on, God. Like, I hope I got it right. That shit never worked. That shit, I still used to fucking fail tests. And a lot of it was stemmed towards not really having understanding on mentality, on mind, on self-control, intuition, really understanding psychology and the ability to problem solve and self-communicate. Asking yourself, okay, first of all, understanding the language and understanding what was being said. A lot of a lack of self-belief. And I'm sure I'm the only one that went through that. You know, I'm sure I'm the only one that experienced that stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't want the next generation and the generation after that to have to go through that, you know. And the best part is like I guarantee that if I don't know what exactly would have been it, but I know that there was another teacher in this world. I know that there's some other stuff that I could have been learning. There's another environment I could have been in. There's another form of learning that I could have been involved in that would have made me 20 times better than what I am right now. I know it. Now, I got to accept responsibility. My life is what it is, and I just got to keep building with what I know now and keep growing and developing. But it's not a matter of me being a fucking idiot, even though I tell myself that. Like, I guarantee that, for example, if somebody would have just brought up to me like, hey, look, so this is how the mind works, right? Not everybody retains information the same. Repetition is important. You know, the power of repetition. If you see something often, if you read something over and over, maybe you'll understand it. Maybe telling me different type of questions to ask, or maybe communicating with somebody that does know, asking for, you know, what is it that's being said, or, you know, maybe having somebody actually explain to me, or simply not putting pressure on time. And, you know, you could say that, yeah, you know, no question's a dumb question, but at the end of the day, you know, vibes speak louder than words as well. And there's teachers that say, oh, you know, there's no dumb question, there's a dumb question, but you could look at them in the fucking face and you know that there is dumb questions. And there's something that's explained a few times, and after the second or third time, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep asking what they talking about. It's like, fuck it, I'll just figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I don't think she really means that. There's no question, it's dumb question. Like, look at that face, goddamn it, I ain't asking you no more. Fuck that. You know, and my life is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, there is a point of no return, and I've accepted that. You know, I've accepted that. That's it. It's cool. I'm a fucking loser. I'm not gonna be that dude. That's fine. But that's not a reason for you not to be great. That's not a reason for you not to succeed. That's not a reason for you not to maximize who you are as a human, especially when you naively believing the people that you trust right now. That's the worst part. Is like when you naively believe in something that you think is gonna lead you to a greater. It's fucked up, Like, it's really fucked up, especially when there's other resources, there's other ways to, like, a lot of these teachers know they know that there's a better way. They know that it's not effective. They know that you're not learning anything effective. They know that they are in a position of being broke. A lot of teachers are probably broke as heck, and they teaching you about what? Like, they setting you up for failure. Like, think about it. You're gonna learn at one of the most critical points in your life. All right, so let's say, middle school, high school, important educational years. These teachers are is rare. The principals are paid. The principals are stacked, but the teachers are not. The teachers are not. So these teachers aren't making hella money, and they could sell you with that. Oh, it's for passion and love. No, man. So they teaching you. These people are teaching you, and they broke. How you think you're gonna move? How you gonna be learning from somebody that's broke and actually move forward in life and actually make hella progress and lead to a better life, like, by just listening to somebody who's broke? If that's your foundation, if the foundation of your education is from people that are broke, that aren't like high level success or anything, like, you're gonna end up like them. That's where I'm at right now. I'm pretty much broke as fuck. Just like every teacher that taught me, I'm broke as fuck. Yeah, they probably were some middle class teachers that taught me. Cool. But I'm only gonna go as far as my mind allows me to go. And my mind is gonna go as far as my education goes. And if the people that are educating me are teaching me limitations indirectly, they're teaching me what they know, but what they know is limited to actually moving forward and actually getting a high level of success, then what the fuck makes me think that I'm gonna be any better than any of my teachers unless I break out of that? And my question is, why even go through that initially? Why even put yourself through that? Why put yourself through that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it right now. Some people don't know, and sometimes you're forced, and sometimes parents try to give you the ultimatum, the ultimate ultimatum, but question them, put some pressure on them. I'm not saying, be disrespectful, but ask them. It's like, hey, man, like, I understand you want me to go to school and finish, but, like, you did that, and look at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, it's important. And granted, I get it. There's a position of, when somebody's funding you and you pay, and you don't pay bills and stuff, there is a level of respect that has to come with it. I get that. I get it. I just get it. That comes with the way things are supposed to be. So us as parents, we gotta also understand, be practical and be real. It's like, ask your parents, like, where did you fuck up? Ask your parents, where the hell did you fuck up? Where did you mess up at? Where did you go wrong? What could you have done better? Because a lot of parents don't seem to talk about anything bad. They don't seem to have made any mistakes. Like, we tend to want to live up to, being that leader, and usually as a leader is like, you don't want to come off as you have flaws and stuff. Like, when you're leading a team, when you're leading a group, you don't want to be that. Like, you just got to be on point. You got to be sharp. As a parent, you got to be sharp. You can't show weakness, if you will. But at the end of the day, it's like, we faking it. Parents are fucking faking it hard as fuck, and they just keep faking it and giving advice based on what they think is going to yield to a better life for you from a theoretical perspective. But is it really going to lead to a better life? Like, one of the things that I think about when I talk on this topic is, like, religion. I remember, like, I got real with myself. I used to believe in it, but when I started communicating it with the younger boys in my life, I was like, hold up, man. Especially when the questions came back, I'm like, hold up, why the fuck am I over here believing something that I can't even answer back to these kids? And then I just start coming up with all these replies and go back to a biblical term or like a scripture just because I ain't have an answer. I'm like, just falling back to shit. It's like, what the fuck, bro? That's so irresponsible of us. Instead of just telling our kids, honestly, I don't know. Well, I really don't believe it. I'm still learning. I'm still developing, but I really don't believe this as much as I say I do. But how many parents are going to do that? How many grown-ass women are actually going to tell their kids that? No, just go back to the Bible. Oh, God knows everything. Jesus is all. Whatever the fucking scriptures are. At the end of the day, they all default to something that just doesn't make sense. because they don't want to be. A lot of us are scared to accept responsibility. A lot of us are scared when it comes to accepting responsibility and being wrong and being stupid or ignorant. We want to always be looked at as a very sharp person, but we're faking nobody. We're faking nobody. And again, I admit it. I'm dumb as fuck. Believe me, I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn. I'm not gonna fucking stop. I'm not gonna stop. But at the same time, we gotta realize that what we teaching our kids is not right. We're teaching them to be weak-minded. We're slowing them down. We're not maximizing humans the way that we could. And when I say maximizing, not from a using them perspective, but allowing them to create, allowing them to become problem solvers, allowing them to actually do things in this world that's going to help them move forward, which by default is going to help the world. Allowing them to fuck up, letting it be okay for them to mess up. We act like we got this shit figured out. As parents, we act like we got this shit figured out just because we've been around the block. We don't. Parents don't got this shit figured out. They lost as fuck too. They got bamboozled. There's a lot of freaking trickery. There's a lot of beliefs that they got sold on. A lot of your parents got sold. They got sold on a belief, on a religion. They got sold on a specific educational system, on a job. They got sold. They got sold. And a lot of them got sold at an age where they can't really do anything but just walk it out. They can't really do anything but just walk it out. So again, just look at the people in your life and ask yourself, is that a path that I want to be? And is that a path that I want to follow? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself that. Is that a path that you want to follow? And like at the end of the day, it may be. You may love where your parents are and your surroundings are and your environment. You may love it. And if you do, good. Keep following the path that has been laid out for you. But also know that there is more to this world I'm not saying like when I say more to this world, I'm not saying like I'm grateful for everything we got. Like it is cool. It is cool. But it's been developed by limiting humans to focus on one aspect of, like, to the point where I know there's more that I don't even know what it is. Like, that's just the honest truth. There's more to this world from a creation perspective, from a peace of mind perspective, from a focus point of view. Like, there's so much things that we honestly could be focused on, but we don't, because our focus has been on another area. And that focus came from what we've been conditioned to think that is the most important. And it's up to us to make that decision if it's worth it or not. And the earlier that you make that decision, the sooner you'll get better results in your life. The longer that you decide to actually believe the system, the educational courses that have been put in front of us, the longer that you believe that or choose to subscribe to it, the harder it's going to be for you to not believe it later on. And I want to become better. I'm not, at the end of the day, there's a lot. It's not just women. There's also men. There's also organizations, institutions, beliefs, books. There's a lot of stuff that are pretty much created to keep you at a specific mental frame of thought. Religion is one of them. Religion is one of them that will really keep you in a specific belief, in a mindset. It's just, religion is one of them. But just dare to dream, man. Dare to believe, dare to dream, dare to believe, dare to go against the grain. Respectfully, when I say go against the grain, I'm not saying go freaking punch a cop in the face like I was saying earlier, playing around. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. You do have an intuition, and we as humans know what right and wrong is. Like, you don't need somebody to write something out in paper for you and put all these crazy laws in front of you to make it seem, no, and we humans know, we're smart and we know what's right and wrong. So I wouldn't recommend, freaking going, vandalizing stuff, all that stuff. That's stupid. That I'm not for that. Destruction. I don't see me, or I don't want anybody to break anything that is inexistent. Be logical. At the end of the day, we created it. It was human time and energy that was put towards building the stuff we have. So us breaking stuff just doesn't make any fucking sense. Vandalizing just doesn't make any sense. Violence doesn't make any sense. It's think about it. Like, when you vandalize or you break somebody's window or business, it's like, dude, like, that's not the answer. First of all, the people that we think are like that we're fight. That's like the example that I was saying with the skybox. It's like, we create the problems that we see, and we think that the solution is by going ham on, let's say, the local business or whatever. It's like, that person's not the reason. That person's not the reason. It's actually it's us. It's education and lack of understanding, and the lack of knowing about ourselves and the way that we're supposed to move here on this earth. And we got to ask ourselves, how can we change that? What's the foundation of that? It stems back from education. If we're the result, it's just the truth. We are forced to go to middle school, elementary, middle school, high school, and that is a result of a lot of our decision making. It is. It just is. So if we're mad about the results we have, we gotta ask, why is it that we have those results? Why is it that I'm getting that? Where did that come from? Where are these ideas? Where are these beliefs coming from? Why am I weak? Why am I not able to actually build something that's sustainable? What the fuck? Like, why? What is it? What's the reason? Accept responsibility, but what led to that? What's the reason? Why can't I retain information? Why am I so slow? Why am I retarded? Why am I stupid? Why can't I understand how to build a successful business? How do I have such a work ethic to be an employee, but I can't fucking build a business? Why is that? Like, what the fuck? What's the difference between me and somebody that has built a successful business? What the fuck's the difference? What is it? I want to know, like, what's the difference between me and somebody I could try to answer that for myself. Okay, I don't take action. Okay, I don't take action. Cool. What do you mean I don't take action? Like, what do you mean I don't take action? Because I remember going to work every fucking day. I remember not fucking missing out a day of work. And if I actually do the math and calculate that, it's like, yo, if I was to make this every day for the rest of my life, like, I still wouldn't even get near close to what, like, I wouldn't even get close. I wouldn't get close to having a lot of money. I wouldn't even get close. So it's not working hard. It can't be that. I'm not saying that's not part of the equation. You still gotta work, but you gotta know something as well behind working. You gotta know something. Or maybe it's just shut up, work every day. Don't worry about it. Maybe that's the answer, right? Just keep working hard every day. Just work 60 hours a day for whatever amount you make, 12, 13, 14, even if it's 17 out. Like, I remember this kid, he was younger than me, and he was like, yo, he makes like 17 an hour. I'm like, what the fuck? Younger kid than me. And I'm like, hell no, man. That shit put me in depression mode. I'm like, how the fuck? I forgot where he said he was working for, like, Apple Care or something. I'm over here risking my life on the side of the highway, helping people, towing their vehicle, actually rendering service, a good service. And I'm making $5-6 less than him. I'm working more hours than him, and he's making way more than me, working less. Like, why is that? Is it because of what? Like, what the fuck is it? So it's not just work. It clearly can't just be work, because it's not about work, just work. It can't just be that. It can't just be that. That doesn't make any sense. And that's not even talking about wealth. I'm just talking about regular jobs. This younger kid, he's probably like 25, I think. He said he was like 20, I think 23 or 25. Like, how the fuck you making that much? This kid had a Cadillac. And he wasn't, He had a Cadillac. He had some other cars as well. And I'm like, what the fuck? What am I missing? Like, I feel like a loser. I'm like, what the fuck am I missing? So and you could work every day, every fucking day. You could bust your ass and work hard. I promise you, you could. They can accept it. But something ain't ticking in my mind, my education. Something's not ticking. And fuck it, like I say, it's like you don't have to necessarily learn from people that got it in order to learn. Criticize me right in the comment section below and be like, nigga, that's what it is, bro. Tell me, what's up? What is it? What do you guys think it is? You tell me, where do I lack? Working 60, 70 hours a week, not even making 800, sometimes making 800, but not making 800, barely touching 1,000. Like, I only touched 1,000, maybe one check or maybe two. But on average, I was making like 760, 780. Working 10 hours a day. How does that make sense? It doesn't. But maybe y'all could explain to me where did I go wrong, or what is it that I'm not understanding? What don't I see? Because I want to know. Like, I want to know. Also, I wasn't disrespectful. I'm not gonna front. I was disrespectful to some customers, but not. Okay, maybe. Let me just be real. Yeah, it was some customers that they tried. They were a little disrespectful, and I did react. I said, yo, tighten the fuck up. But for the most part, more than the average customer, I respected. I respected the average customer more than the business owners did. So that just goes to show you, the customers will actually say, you're the nicest person I talked to since I've done anything with this company. They will tell me that. So it's not a brag on me. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? So should I just be ratchet all the time with every customer? Fuck you. Like, what is it? Because the business owners were the ones that were just disrespectful. They were talking to customers all types of ways. The dispatch, they ain't give a fuck. Granted, sometimes they were nice and some of them were nice, but for the most part, like, I actually got compliments where they will say negative things about the actual company and the people that was in control. So what am I not seeing? Like, what am I not understanding? Should I work another 10 hours extra every day for the rest of my life? Like, is that the answer? Should I just work an extra 10, 20 hours a week? I mean, just comment below what your thoughts are. Maybe I'll just analyze different thoughts. Maybe like somebody will write something that I'm not quite aware of. I'm like, okay. Don't try to sell me no fucking course. That's not what I'm asking for. Don't try to sell me no damn course. Oh, you need, no. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you and know exactly what you think it is. Should I sell drugs? Should I start selling drugs? Because, I mean, that's where it's at. Motherfuckers are driving cool ass cars, getting hella bitches, freaking actually live their life, have the freedom to just go wherever they want, when they want, not have to clock in. Should I just start selling drugs? Is that the right way? Should I just start robbing people? Should I just start freaking hitting licks or destroying people's stuff? Or just keep working every day, just work for minimum wage and do that for the rest of my life? Just keep doing that. Life is shorter than we think, man. I document a lot of my life. I record myself. I work. I don't have a lot of women in my life. life, and I accept as me, I gotta change it. There's mental habits, mental behaviors, there's habits that you can create at a younger age that will help you be a lot further along than me at this point in life. A lot. One of them being understanding finances, being financially educated, just learning about what finances are, knowing about the mind, psychology, being aware of yourself. Understand the power of delayed gratification. The power of saying no. There's power in saying no. We live in a culture, at least I was brought up in a culture where if you said no, that's not acceptable. You either get your ass whooped, you get scolded. Sure, now couldn't say no in school because then you fucking fail and then you have to do the whole class again. Go a whole year. If you fail something, you have to do a whole year again doing the same shit. That was a major feat. That was a good selling point for me. That was enough for me to pass every fucking class, minimum. At least enough for me not to do a whole year again of that shit, of that torture. But we live in a culture, I was raised at least in a culture where no is unacceptable. You couldn't say no to, even if there was just no logic. Even if there was logic behind it, if you could have had the greatest reason, no, you had to do it. So it's cool, I lost. You know, at the end of the day, I lost, that's fine. But learn from people that are in a position of poverty. Learn from people that are weak. Learn from people that are confused. Learn from people that don't have goals. Learn from people that lack results in their life as well. Learn from people like that as well, because I tell you what, there's not a shortage of advice and suggestion that is positive, that's good. There's not. You're gonna find it everywhere. It's gonna be followed up with, hey, buy this course. Believe me, I do it too. Like, for example, in the section below, the second link in the bottom, there's a 16-hour course that teaches you how to actually make money online through individuals that have done it. You'll actually have the support, the tools, the community to actually build a business outside of traditional ways of generating income online. So yeah, at the end of the day, this world is gonna always either help you or destroy you. I've been destroyed. Like, at the end of the day, I'm done. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I've accepted a lot of L's and it's cool. Like, at the end of the day, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing I just don't give a fuck no more, though. Like, the more I actually communicate, the more I realize I really don't give a fuck. I've been trying way too fucking hard to be something that is not even gonna fucking happen. It's not. Like, it's not. There's a point of no return, and no matter how hard I try, like, there's a lot of stuff that's just, it doesn't click for me, and it's not going to click. It's not gonna click overnight. It's not gonna click. Now, granted, I'm not gonna quit. I'm still gonna keep going, but if I can help somebody at least prevent this and have an advantage at a young age where when you are at my age it at least clicks, then shit, I'd be super happy for that. And I'll tell you one thing, that working a job ain't gonna fucking get you the results that you are gonna want. Working a job is not gonna actually yield you strong income. And don't get me wrong, they may start paying you a little more, but that they're not gonna give you the full picture on that. They're not gonna communicate inflation. They're not gonna, like, you're not gonna notice this shit. Believe me, you're not gonna notice this shit. And when I started noticing this shit, I was like, oh shit, maybe I am going through a phase. Like, but like, I remember when I was younger, people would talk about the price of stuff going up. But like, when I was younger, gas was only I'm like, shit, okay, nigga, but gas ain't that now. What the fuck? Get over it. That's what I would say. Like, in my head, I was like, okay, cool, but this is what it is now, and what you're talking about, and I can pay it. It just becomes normal because they're gonna pay you. It's still a little bit, but let's say, you know, a person that's freaking 16, 17, 18 right now, 20, by the time they, in the next 8 to 10 years, 12 years, they're gonna, like, yeah, they may be making more money. Like, they may be making like 30 something dollars an hour, 40 hour for like regular jobs. But one thing they don't teach you is the expense side of it. It's like, okay, you're making that, but the same shit is gonna keep going up. Gas is gonna be like $7. Straight up, gas is gonna be $7. Think I'm fucking playing? Mark my fucking words. Gas is gonna be $7. Again, I know for a fact. I know for a fact, without a fucking shadow of a doubt, gas is gonna be about $7. And it's gonna be normal for everybody because they're gonna adjust paying you according to their rises of price increase, just to make it seem normal. But at the end of the day, we ain't moving forward unless you know how to make money from an investment perspective, or building a business, or provide service, or you're an entertainer. You're not gonna fucking make money, like good money. You just aren't. If you follow the traditional path, you're not. You better off dropping out and just getting a GED and saving that time and allocating it towards something else. You might as well just drop out, start taking the GED class while you in that phase. Just get the GED out of the way instead of going to school. Just drop out, get your GED as soon as you drop out, and then fucking start working on something that you're passionate about. Just work on it. Just start learning it. Get so into it. Just do it. I'm telling you, just do it. And go through whatever muck you have to at a younger age, because you're gonna go through the muck. You may as well just get over that shit early, go through the muck early before it happens with the wrong mentality at an older age. Going through the muck with the wrong mentality and at an older age with a lot more things to be responsible for is a lot harder than just going through the muck at a young age when you have a lot more flexibility and freedom. And a lot of us, we trust the process so much, we trust that the path we're doing is right, and that as long as we at least meet the needs of, for example, finishing school and doing that we're going to be set. It's like, nah, you're not, you just aren't. So we trust that so much that we don't even bother putting our effort and time into something else. Or sometimes we're so consumed that it takes so much of our energy just sitting down in the class. That shit's torture. I remember actually being an ISS, in school suspension. That should be illegal. That shit ain't nothing cool about that. That shit should be illegal. And the way they discipline, that shit should be fucking illegal. That was probably one of the most scariest times in my life. Just sitting in a fucking class the whole fucking day. Like, that shit should be illegal. That's like the infant way of, it's like prison at a well, in retrospect, I actually did enjoy it because I was able to write a lot. I used to write a lot, but my thoughts weren't, I wasn't so in control of my thoughts. Like, I always expressed in writing. I used to express what was it that I was writing, but it just wasn't positive. There's a lot of hatred. And now that I think about it, it stemmed from a lot of my environment and everything I was thinking and everything, the music that I heard and everything. All that was in my writing. But I remember I used to just not have cool thoughts. I used to be so mad, like, I forgot why I was put in ISS, but man, like, that should be illegal, man. Like, ain't nothing, there's no benefit that comes from shit like that. It just should be illegal, man. The school system's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, and it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. And again, I'm already late in the process. I've lost. I'm not gonna be the founder of Facebook. I'm not gonna be the founder of TikTok. I'm not gonna be the founder of YouTube. I'm not gonna be the founder of fucking Tesla. And it's cool, like, I accept it, but again, if you could have an advantage, if you could have one up in this world, at least know that when you trusting, you gotta ask 12 times, like, why am I trusting this? And start setting up a plan right now. Like, start setting up a plan, start thinking. It's like, okay, maybe I'm not just gonna drop out today or tomorrow, but maybe I should start taking on something else. Or maybe, and I get it, man, sometimes it's hard to trust people that you don't know. You know, like, I get it, but sometimes you gotta realize that the people that you do know, they just saying shit for the sake of just, first of all, they either have something to lose, they don't want you to, in their eyes, be not accomplishing something. They think that if you finish school, you're actually being engaged, or you're accomplishing something, or it's like almost impressing the Joneses, but at a low level as well. You deserve more. You deserve more, and you deserve to be at a better place than I am at this point in my life. You do. Don't allow a narrative that We've been don't allow that narrative that has been painted to actually be your reality, because it's gonna lead to somebody else's reality and not yours. I'm stuck in the box. I'm talking mentally. Stuck in the box. I'm talking mentally. We give them what they need. Psychology. These bitches got a strong hold on me. They don't give a fuck as long as you are meeting other. No, they don't give a fuck as long as you meeting their needs. My mind is all that I believe. Started to pay it. Tried to pay attention, but attention paid me. I try to pay attention, but attention paid me. I try to pay attention, but attention paid me. Self-belief is the only way to break through this. These motherfuckers really want me to live like this. I said, no. I'd rather find a way. I gotta continue to fail forward daily, and it's up to me. My mind is all that I bleed. They want you to be addicted to weed. How is it that all of a sudden it is legally? Like all the people that we love locked up in the pen. Like what the fuck is happening? Law is so frothy. The law is frothy as fuck, and they know that shit. No inconsistency in it, just like me. But I don't give a shit. They could criticize me every day. I understand. I am a disaster plan. Think about it. Think about this fact. It's like, how the fuck? So weed is illegal. And I know it's probably a dumb topic, but weed is illegal, right? What does illegal mean? I gotta learn law. I gotta learn more about law. But it's like, what does illegal mean? It's like, is it really illegal, or is it, y'all niggas just... Because now all of a sudden, because it brings money in, it's not illegal. But at least I was brought up to think that illegal meant that, like you're just not allowed to do it. It's not right. But I didn't think in terms of right for who and right for what. Is it ethically right? Or is it just not right because it don't fill somebody's pockets? What about the people that are locked up? Just gonna let them sit and burn in there? Bro, it's so fucked up, man. Fucked up. But there's also a lot of good in this world. And right now I'm gonna switch gears and start focusing on what is good. What's good that's happening? Well, Anthony Pompliano, one person that comes to mind. I think he's educating, he's putting some high level thinkers on his podcast. Also, man, don't tell me that. Damn, I guess this bitch is in 24 hours. Maybe it is though. And then also Robert Kiyosaki. For educating, and Andy Tanner. So there's good. There's people that are not complaining as much as me and are being practical and actually doing something. So there is a solution. You know, I know I'll be talking that smack, but there is good stuff happening. There's billionaires in this world. There's people that have broke out. There's people that have found a way. That does exist. There is wealth. It's being made. There's businesses that are being successful. There's people that are happy every day. They're not depressed like me. There's people that are moving forward. There's people that are getting pussy every day. There's people that are driving all kind of cool cars. There are people that don't have to clock in. But on the flip side, I know there's also people that are prepared to live this life that I'm living. I know they're being peppered to live this life that I'm living. I know it. I know it. And if you happen to be one of those people, I strongly recommend you start learning about assets. Start learning about financial education. Start learning about marketing, start learning about consumer behavior, start learning about psychology, start learning about taxes, start learning about personal development, start learning about assets, liabilities, start learning about cash flow, start learning about options, trading, stocks, start learning about cryptocurrency, start learning about coding, start learning about law. I believe in you. I believe in the younger generation more than I believe in myself. I believe that the younger generation has the power to say stop, enough is enough. You guys have the power and you guys are going to be at our position. Yes, they may have the control and leverage, but they're abusing it. You guys have the ultimate leverage. You guys are faster, you guys are younger, you guys are stronger, and you guys ultimately are smarter. You guys have the experience of what has been, and you also have the ability to continue creating because you don't have habitual thought patterns. You guys are more diverse. You guys see the patterns, you guys see what's happening. I believe in you guys to take initiative on your own and create and do something, and don't forget about the uneducated. Don't forget about the less privileged. Remember where you come from. Think macro. Think long term. I know money's going to be right there and available for those that actually take that path. Learn financial education. Don't just spend it on everything that's going to be marketed to you. High ticket items. I believe in you guys.